everyone, and welcome to Kids Church. We've been doing this whole online church thing for a while now, so I don't know if you remember, way back in the distant past, we used to do a thing at the beginning of every Kids Church day. Do you remember what it was? We used to play a game. Well, in honour of that great, wonderful tradition, today we're going to start exactly the same way. So, I'm going to hand over to our friend Becky to show us a game that is tried, true and favoured by the grade 1 to 3 class. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Memory Verse Freeze.
Hey Kids Church kids. So, as all the grade 1, 2, 3 kids know, we play a little game called Memory Verse Freeze. So you guys are going to have to help out your older brothers and sisters and your little brothers and sisters too. We're going to teach them how to play Memory Verse Freeze. So we're going to do our actions for our new verse, and then we're going to play musical statues, and we're going to try doing Memory Verse Freeze virtually. Are you ready? Here goes. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord comes from Psalm chapter 27 verse 14. Are you ready? Let's do it again. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord. Do you remember where it's from, Kids Church kids? Excellent. Psalm chapter 27 verse 14. So are you ready? Let's play Memory Verse Freeze for real. Let's start the music and let's play musical statues, and then I'm going to stop the music and we're going to do the verse again. Let's do that together 3 times, shall we? Are you ready? Here goes.
My God is so big and so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big.
Wow, Kids Church kids, that was some great freezing. You all froze so well, but I think somebody's wobbling a little bit. So, are you ready to do the verse? Here goes. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord. Psalm chapter 27 verse 14.
And so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do.
Are you ready? Wait for the Lord. Be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord. Psalm chapter 27 verse 14. That was great, Kids Church kids. Are you ready for more musical statues? Let's go.
In the beginning, God made everything. God simply spoke and the world came to be. He sent a flood and
I think we've got some pretty good statues here. I don't think I can see anybody wobbling. Of course, this is virtual, so you're going to have to keep each other honest. Are you ready? Let's do Memory Verse Freeze again. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord comes from Psalm chapter 27 verse 14. Are we ready for the music again? Let's go!
made everything new. He parted the sea and let his people walk through.
Kids Church kids, you are just too good at this game. I think we've got some marvellous statues around here. So, are you ready for our last time through Memory Verse Freeze? This time, I'm not going to say the verse, I'm just going to do the actions. Are you ready? Here we go. Did you get it, Kids Church kids? I think you did. We'll be back again another day. So for now, see you later.
That was fun. Right, now we've got the memory verse in mind, I think it's time that we can talk about the story. Now, I don't know if you've picked up, but over the last few weeks we've been doing a series on patience. You know, waiting till later for the thing you want now. Last week was Easter, and we talked about God's great big plan through the whole of creation to deal with our sin problem. Gosh, if anyone has perfect patience, it's God, because He's been working for thousands of years and even still is today, solving our sin problem and making plans so we can be part of His family. Well, today our story is much shorter than the story of God's great salvation plan. Today our story is one verse. So turn with me, if you will, to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 29. There it says, anyone who is patient has great understanding, but anyone who gets angry quickly shows how foolish they are. Ooh. So if you're patient, you have great understanding. Wouldn't you like to have great understanding? I think I would. It means you're very wise. But if you get angry really quickly, that shows how foolish you are. Oh, I don't like being called foolish. There's something I notice as we read this verse. See, it really matters to God how patient we are, doesn't it? It sounds like our patience, or our impatience, says a lot about who we are. It's a sign on the outside saying what we're really like on the inside. So if we're patient, we keep our cool even when we have to wait for something. Well, to explore this idea a little bit further, I think we should play a game. Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, so this game we're going to play is called Don't Be That Guy. Let's face it, there's a lot of scenarios we go through every single day where we might have to wait or things aren't the way we'd like them to be. And in all of those situations, we get a choice. We can choose to be patient, waiting till later for the thing you want now. Or you can choose to be that guy or girl. The one who kicks up a stink, who complains that they're not getting their own way. The one that verse said was really foolish. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Round 1. Okay, so, to set the scene, it's afternoon. You've been home from school for a bit, you've done all your homework, and you're getting really hungry. You go out to the table and you find that there's no snack for you. There's always a snack. Where's the snack? You're hungry. But you turn to find that your mum is on the phone. She's talking to someone that she knew when she was your age. Wow, that's ancient. So what do? Do you poke her in the shoulder? Mum, I'm hungry. Food. Ma, you get the picture. Or do you go do something else for a bit? She'll get there when she's ready. Well, I hoped you picked option 2, because don't be that guy. Our mums and dads really love us and they want to take care of us. They'll get there in just the right time, and who knows what adventure you'll find while you're waiting. All right, let's go to the next one. Setting the scene. Your dad took you to the park today. It's been really fun. You played chasey and slid down the slides. You made it all the way across the monkey bars with a bit of practice and a teeny bit of help. And you played on the seesaw singing the song as loud as you could. But now, finally the thing you've been waiting for, the swings are free. Excitedly you run over to them. Come on, you hear your dad say, it's time to go. What do? Do you shrug your shoulders and say, thanks for bringing me to the park today, Dad. I'm sure the swings will still be there next time. Or do the tears start flowing? Do you have a big cry? But Dad, I've been waiting for the swings and they only just got free. It's not fair. don't be that guy. It's really great when we get to go on special outings and do special things. But even when we wait for things, it's not quite time yet. Sometimes patience means waiting a little bit longer than we expected. And round 3. You're at school. You're doing science. And it's time for a group project. And the teacher partners you up. You didn't get to choose yourself. You put with a girl that you don't really talk to normally, instead of your friend. And that's, okay. But then she says she has no idea what to do. But you're a bit of an expert. What do? Do you get cross at her, complaining that she should have been listening better when the teacher was explaining it? Do you take the work yourself? It'll be better if you do it and she doesn't get involved. You'll probably get a better mark if you do it. After all, you're the one who knows. Or do you reassure her? That's okay. You can work on it together. You can ask for help from the teacher if you need it, but you'll take the time to help her so she can learn it too. Well, I hoped you picked option number 3. Don't be that guy. Those guys. Girls. Whatever, you get the picture. Sometimes we need to be patient with people. It's not just about waiting. Sometimes it's about giving people space so they can catch up and helping them as best you can along the way. Well, I'm sure you guys have done really, really well with our game of Don't Be That Guy. But let's think about this for just a wee moment more. If you think about all the other options, the that guys, are there times that you found yourself being that guy? I know I have. And yeah, looking back on it, it does seem really foolish. I see where the Bible's coming from. So let's take a moment now and let's just talk with our families about some times recently where we've been tempted, or maybe we've even been that guy. Dear Jesus, we love you so much. We don't want to be that guy, the one who's foolish, the one who gets angry instead of waiting. Lord, please help us to be patient whenever we need to. Remind us that we want to be wise and wait, even when it feels like it's hard to, so that everyone around us can see our love for you in our lives. Amen.